Good morning. Well, I stumbled across another YouTube that caught my eye, and railroaders are just fanatics, like I'm a fanatic about airplanes. Railroaders are that way about railroads, and they even love railroads that have been abandoned. And there's a railroad that's been abandoned for quite a while now, Northwest Pacific Railroad, and it used to go from here. We'll get back out here from San Francisco to Eureka, and they had uh, sidings or trunk lines, not trunk lines. I forget what they called the little rail lines that ran off. There's a rail line that coming out of Fort Bragg up along here called the Skunk Train, which is still running over to Willits. And as we go in here, we'll see Willits. Willits will come up. Reading. We'll see. There's Garberville. And where we're going today is close to Garberville. It's out here just to the east. And the Northwest Pacific went up. It went through up, Cloverdale, Santa Rosa, Cloverdale, Ukiah, up this way, and you get eventually Ukiah. There's Ukiah, Willits. You've seen me flying around Lakeport here. You've seen me fly up the coast to Shelter Cove up here by Garberville. All of this is interesting stuff. Takes me back to days when I was doing other stuff, selling open land up by Mount Shasta, up here, area called Hammond Ranch, adjacent to Mount Shasta. And then the same company had some land, a ranch they'd subdivided up here east of Garberville, and I actually landed on a little runway with clients out of San Jose. I was flying a Piper Apache. That was a little airplane, had 150 or 160 horse engines in it, twin engine. And I landed at a little airport here, and you'll see here the South Fork of the river, the Northwestern Pacific, ran along the North Fork of the Eel River, and here it is over here by Alder Point, and there's a area known as, I think the guy on this YouTube that I saw that got me interested in this area. I'm going to call this YouTube "Looking for Bigfoot." So I don't know. I never saw Bigfoot, but we can pretend we're looking for Bigfoot today. Over here to the east of Garberville on the North Fork. This is the North Fork of the Eel River over here, and I can see Alder Point, and just north of there was Fort Stewart, and I'm guessing that this is Fort Stewart right about in here, and then you go along and you run into Eel Rock. So it's not very much distance, but that's where the Northwest Pacific ran. And the YouTube I saw that got me interested in this was about this guy with his Suzuki Samurai. It looked like a four-wheel drive Jeep, but it wasn't. And they had some problems with it rolling over. It didn't have a low center of gravity. But this guy had converted his Samurai so it would run along abandoned railroad tracks. And he had his granddaughter with him, which is fun. But you'll see him running along over here on Overgrown. And so now we're going to fly from here, and we'll fly over to Alder Point, because that's south of where he started. So we'll set this as departure, and we'll set over here at Alder Point, we'll set this as the north section as arrival. So that'll get us over there, and then we're just going to follow the Eel River up to up to Eureka. We'll see how much time we have. And I think if we could find a little airport over here, let's see, it could have been we went in right here to Heller's High Water. So it looks like just a real small field. Let me see how long it is. We'll click on it. 2,600. That's pretty short. But that wouldn't be too much for. Yeah, we probably could fool around with that. And let's see, how far is it from the Eel River? See, it's not too far away. That could have been it. So let's do that, and then we'll get back on the Eel River. The Eel River will be fun to find, and then we'll kind of let's see here. Click on that, set as arrival, and we'll go over there and then go back to the Eel River, and we will use this airplane. We'll just make a low pass on that little runway. Heller High Water. That's a great name. I love that. And it's a grass strip. I remember it was a grass strip. This is back in the late 60s. I hadn't flown the mail yet, so I was still going to San Jose State and just fiddling around selling real estate. No, it was in the early 70s. It was 72 or 73 when I flew in there. Anyway, brings back fond memories. So let's go flying. Go over to Heller Half Lake. Heller I forget. Heller High Water. That is the 747, I believe. I get it mixed up with the large Airbus. Okay, so we have to start this up. Let's see what's going on here. Garberville. TBM 930, ready to fly. Let's see if it starts here. Okay, let's see if we know how to start it. Let's see here. Yeah, there it goes. It's the first time I've had to do that. Let's go to outside. See it starting up here. Beautiful Garberville. This is a beautiful time of year. Yeah, that's the first I've started it from static. A little interesting twist. Here we'll look around Garberville. I used to go just to the south of Garberville. There's a Eel River. I'm not sure where it is, but it kind of feels like it's over on this side. But it does run north-south here, and this is the South Fork. And so just south of here is a little town of Benbow, and they dam the river down there. It's a nice place to go swimming. You had a grassy area to throw your blanket out on, have a nice picnic there. And Eureka would be foggy, and you'd be able to get down here to get in some sunshine. So we're going over here to the east, 060, and we're looking for Bigfoot. So the guy is in our way, so we'll get back on the tail here. See if that works. Okay, take the brake off. Look out! Oh, we missed him. We could probably just go ahead and take off this way. Yeah, we're heading right. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. Here we take forever taxiing around. Here we go. So now we're heading south, so we need to turn to the left. Going out of here. Coming up on speed. Wheels up. Flaps up. Running through the trees. I think we want to go to the left. And we'll look back at Garberville again. Yeah, there's the Eel River. Come back onto power a little bit. And we'll head out to the east. And we'll be heading north here shortly. But we'll go over and see if that little airport was where I went in with the Apache. And let's look at our chart here. So we don't have our map up, but that's all right. I don't need that. I know this territory. And we'll bring out the regular chart here. And we'll just keep on line. Yeah, there's 045. And we'll see right here is we'll go right over the North Fork of the Eel River. That must be right down in there. And we'll go in a little closer here. Might be over there, but I think this is the North Fork, so we're going to go right past it. Then we'll get right back here. Here I think is right where I can see the little hook right there where Alder Point is. And where are we? 4,000 feet. Go back outside. And take this off for a minute. Look out for the North Fork, which is probably right down in there. We'll look down toward Ukiah. Highway 101 is over in that section. And not too far south of here is Leggett. Leggett's where you turn to head over to Fort Bragg. Okay, we're looking for the Eel River. I think this is going to be, yeah. There's the North Fork, and this could be Alder Point. So what got me? We're really not looking for Bigfoot. That's just clickbait. Looking for Bigfoot. We actually called our mechanic when I was flying the mail out of Eureka. We nicknamed him Bigfoot because he was about 6'6". That was his nickname. We won't get into my nickname. We'll just say I was the mail boy. Okay, let's look at the Eel River. This may be one of the largest northern flowing rivers in the United States. Northern flowing. This flows north to Eureka. And we're still on track here. We'll get our chart up again. We're getting a little bit off. And we'll come back, but we'll just look here to see if this was the airport. This other one over here is too far away. This is the closest to the area where we were selling land in here. We got a little distance to go. Huh, just missed the peak.
500.
Just missed the peak. I'm glad we used this machine, and we'll go back to the chart, and we're just missing here. I would say this is not the airport. So let's get back to the river and just check out the river and where it goes. As long as we came this far. And right by the airport, they had a little oak. I think I see the airport right there. They had a little oak plant, and they would take the chips from oak and turn it into dust and make briquettes out of it. So let's just get down. And it was just a little airport that was out in the middle of nowhere. We had permission to land there. And we'll just go right down here. Yeah. It was not a ranch around it. This is not the airport, but it's fun to look at it. Now we'll go back to Alder, find Alder Point, and on the little, and I'll put the link in the description of this little YouTube. The guy out in a Suzuki Samurai that he had adapted it to ride on the railroad tracks, and he had his granddaughter with him for part of it. But you'll see how it's overgrown. You'd have to stop. Occasionally there'd be a tree laying on the track. In a few spots the track was gone, but he did ride over a trestle. So we've got a little way here. We'll see the Eel River, and we'll head north as soon as we see the Eel River, which will come into Eel River is going right through down there, and it's just the other side of this ridge. We'll get on the back here, looking at where we're going. So we know that the little area where they're running on the abandoned railroad tracks is, and I think they are on the west side of the tracks. They're running north and the river is on the right. So they would be, this probably the satellite isn't gonna show the railroad tracks all that well. We'll be looking. Just make sure we don't overshoot here. Yeah, see, we're coming right in here. And I think this little Z right in there, that little curve right in there, I think that's Alder Point. And I think I see it right out of my corner of my eye right here. And we'll just come right. You'll see that the airplane is heading right for that little corner, and that's that little spot right there. And so they start north of there at Stewart. I'll get it on there. Let's get this out of the way. Let's be looking down at the river, see if we see the railroad tracks running along the side, along there. And they do run over a trestle, but I don't know. There's a bridge right there. And I think you see the tracks running. Yeah, you do see what looks like the railroad tracks running right along there, like that. And this is called Alder Point, but they didn't start at Alder Point. They started a little bit north of there. I'll see if I can get it up on my. So Fort Stewart is called, just north of here. So we'll see if we, so Fort Stewart would be back this way, but you can see the railroad track run right along there. So Fort Stewart would have been right along here somewhere. And we'll keep the speed up because we want to get to Fortuna. We don't have to go to Eureka. We don't have to go. We cut the corner here, but we look over at the river. So right along in here is where they start out. And of course, it's overgrown, and they go up here to Eel Rock. So we'll see if we can see Eel Rock, but Eel Rock would be along in here somewhere. Let's see if we see a big rock standing up somewhere. Maybe that's it. Let's see here. Eel Rock. Looks like a pretty big rock right there. And these were little towns. They were little stops along the way. So between Alder Point, there was Fort Stewart, and then there's Brock Creek and Eel Rock. So Brock Creek runs into, so this could be Brock Creek right under us. And we'll just go on right down and buzz along the river, and we're heading toward Eureka. This could be Eel Rock right there. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's my going too fast. The Eel River, North Fork. So then we'll run into the South Fork, which goes down to Garberville. That'll come in from the left. And I haven't seen Bigfoot. We'll look back. A lot of Douglas fir and the redwoods down along the river. And I don't see the train tracks now. They could be up on the right by now. But the river was on the right while it was running. It could be down there. It could be railroad track running right along there. Northwestern Pacific. We'll run this right up to Scotia. Scotia was a big redwood mill. Probably called Redwood Lumber Company. I forget what it was. That was south of Eureka. It looks kind of like a, see that straight line going through there? Maybe a railroad track. I don't see any straight lines along here. I haven't seen of course we haven't seen 101 either. So this is probably going to go left and hit the, or that is the South Fork coming in. Right there. There's a bridge. This could be where the two rivers meet up right here. Yeah. So that's 101, Highway 101, and then the second line would be the railroad. So the railroad looks like it crosses right there, and then 101, and then it's just the Eel River and the train. I lost track of the train. Don't know what that is up there. Could be a lumber mill. That's Scotia. Could have gone right by Ronerville. Let's look on the chart here. Where we are. There's Fortuna Ronerville Airport right there. And this I forget. This has an interesting name to it. Could be Trinity River, some other river right there. But we're over the Eel River. See how it gets wider and wider. And we'll see if we'll get in here and see if we see Scotia. We may or may not see Scotia. I don't see any train. Yeah, that could be train tracks right over there. It's like just a regular road, but could be a regular road with train tracks alongside. Yeah, I thought I'd see where the guy rode the tracks all the way down here, but it's a lot farther than what appeared on his YouTube. That's with the Suzuki Samurai. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, hell, the railroad tracks could be over on that side right there. Yeah, that looks like railroad tracks right there on the right side of the river. Yeah. Yeah, this looks like an old train station. Maybe was right there. So this could be part of Scotia. This, you know, you can see where they have yeah, this could be Scotia along here with the lumber mills and the little town. That's probably it, right there. And that was a company town right there. So you owed all your money to the company store. Ernie. Oop. So we made it to, you collided with an object, caused critical damage. So you don't get to, you've seen Ronerville. I went out of Ronerville or Fortuna making an instrument approach in the same airplane to Eureka just to redo what was the final approach at night that when I went back into Arcata Airport north of Eureka with the mail. So you've been into Fortuna. If not, look up Fortuna or Ronerville, and you'll see that same airplane going just a few miles north of where we ended the flight here today. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with another adventure soon. Bye bye.